Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thanks so much for stopping by and checking out this video. My name is Ashley and I am a homeschooling mom to 4, but I am also a personal trainer. And today I am talking fitness with you guys. It has been a while. That was a crazy hair. It has been a while since I talked fitness on my channel. And that's just because I've had a lot of other content that I've wanted to share with you guys, and I can only crank out so many videos managing my life. But yes, today we are talking about fitness, but I am also talking about fitness and homeschooling because those are the two biggest parts of my day, I want to say. Those are the two things that I spend a lot of time focusing on is my own fitness. Yes, my career as a fitness professional is also focused on, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my personal fitness life and homeschooling and how I've balanced the two and what I've had to change and what I've had to accept, and I'm just gonna basically chat with you guys. So I hope you're ready for a chatty video because that's probably what this is gonna be. It's gonna be kind of all over the place because I don't have any notes, but this is just something I've wanted to talk about. This is something that a lot of you guys who follow me on Instagram, which if you're not, it's always linked down below. I post there daily, so it's just a better way to, communicate daily and just share stuff with you guys. And also my friends in real life and family. And so anyways, if you're not following me on Instagram, you probably want to do that. But yes, a lot of you have reached out to me and you say like, oh, I've had to change this because of homeschool or that. So I wanted to make a whole video just talking about that. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is that yes, I am a working personal trainer. And instructor. I teach a team training class. I train people on one-on-one. I also teach a small group of people. I do my online nutritional stuff here and there. So yes, I am a working homeschooling mom, but I have scaled back significantly on how many days I'm training people at the gym. And the reason why I needed to do that was not because anything was failing. Nothing was failing. My clients were happy. My kids were still happy. My house was not in shambles. But the thing that was suffering was me. I was running myself ragged. I was working way too hard. I was so busy that I was not able, yes, I was enjoying it, but I wasn't able to take a deep breath and stop and smell the roses and just whatever, the day takes us. I didn't have that flexibility in my life, and I am so glad that I do now because it has been great. So I'm still working, I'm still training clients, I'm still training my team of women, but I'm only doing that 2 to 3 times per week versus, 5 for a few hours. So that has been an adjustment I've had to make professionally since I decided to homeschool my kids, and I held on for a while with maintaining the same level I had before deciding to homeschool my kids, and actually more at times. But that's a whole nother video. For the personal training life, that's like this. For when you have a lot of clients, like a surge in people, and then, times of the year where that's down. But yes, sometimes I was working more than I was before I homeschooled. So keeping those parameters has been helpful for many reasons. It's been helpful for my homeschool, but it's also been helpful for my own fitness life. Because you guys, you see, after going to work at the gym for 5 days, for 3 or 4 hours, or 2 or 3 hours, and then having to come home and do school with my kids, I didn't want to go back to the gym. I was tired of being there. I wanted to be home, or we had somewhere else to go. And so I found that my workouts were starting to slip, meaning some days that I would usually exercise, I just wasn't getting to it. And for me, that was a hard line. That was not acceptable. My health needs to be a priority, And so since cutting back, I've been able to keep my health a priority in the way that I like to, and in the way that is most beneficial for me. But I have had to make accommodations based on homeschooling that I probably wouldn't necessarily have to make if my kids were in public school. And one of those things is I've had to become more concerned with just getting a workout in, let's say, versus the specific type of workout I would do. See, because in a dreamland, you guys, if my kids were not homeschooled, I would probably spend about 2 hours at the gym. By the time I drove there, which it's not far, but drove there, got myself ready, got a little warm up in, did my hour-long training session, did a little cool down, drink my protein shake right after my workout, take a deep breath, collect myself, and go. It would probably be about 2 hours, an hour and a half to 2 hours. My days just don't allow for that now with homeschooling my kids. And I'm just being honest with you guys. If you can figure out how to do that with your kids, then more power to you. But I could not make that happen with my kiddos. So I've had to just become more concerned about getting in a workout versus necessarily the type of workout that I want to do or the facility that I want to be at. See, I would like to go to the gym 5 to 6 days a week. Unfortunately, that's not the best option for time reasons and for my kids, because sometimes they just want to play in the backyard when they're done with school, and they don't want to go back to the gym for me. And some mornings we want to get school done, and we don't want to go to the gym and rush there when I don't have a client, because on the days I do have a client, they do go with me and we do get there. So I've had to start utilizing more home workout options. That has been one of the ways that I have still maintained fitness as a priority to myself. But I had to wrestle with that because I like going to the gym and I like going 5 days a week and I like doing my thing. I am a trainer. I know how to create programs. I like doing my own programming, but I had to realize that I needed to just make sure that I was exercising every day for my mental health and my physical health, and that the type of workout or the equipment I'm using is all really secondary to that. And then the second thing that I had to do to keep my fitness a priority with homeschooling is start working out on the weekends. See, when my kids were in public school, I worked out Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday were always off days for me. Now, the weekends are almost a little more free. Yes, my kids play club sports, and so some weekends are crazy, but sometimes we just have a game in the morning and then I've got time in the afternoon on Saturday. And so maybe utilizing a rest day in the week is better than on the weekend, and I found that to be true for me. I like to get in 5 to 6 days of exercise every single week, and in order to make that happen, I usually need to do a Saturday workout, because some days are just so full with homeschool and other things that I just don't have time. And so that's one of the ways I've kept it a priority. Another thing that I have had to become more flexible with is the time of day that I work out. In a perfect world, I would work out between 9:30 and 10:30 in the morning. After my breakfast and coffee has digested, I'm awake, I'm alert, I've got energy, the day hasn't taken a toll on me yet, but some days that's just not going to happen. And so I have had to become more flexible and mentally tell myself, at 6 o'clock, you're going to be going for a run while your daughter plays soccer, practices soccer, and you just got to do it. And so I had to release, because I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to work out when I like to, but I had to let that go because it just wasn't going to work out some days. Now, I'm not saying every day I don't work out at the time I like to, but all days, no, I don't. I work out when I can and when it fits in and when it makes the most sense. If my kids have a homeschool meeting at 10 o'clock, then, So that has been one of the other ways I've become more flexible in order to keep fitness a priority in my life as a homeschooler. And the last thing that I'm going to share with you guys on this is that I had to adjust my brain from feeling like, I don't really know how to describe this to you guys. I like to go hard when I work out. And so some days I have felt like, well, I didn't work out hard enough. Because if I would have been here or doing that, I would have gotten a better workout. And so I really had to just let myself off the hook with all of that, because I have realized that there have been times in my homeschooling journey and in my fitness journey where I have been training specifically for something and able to do so. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you can't ever train for anything or you can't go hardcore, because I have, and multiple times I've done it. But doing that all the time is not good for me. And there is a season in homeschooling where it's really just about keeping myself healthy, keeping my brain happy, feeling good, lifting weights, but not training for something specifically, or feeling like if I did too much cardio this week because running was an easier choice, then I'm somehow losing my muscles. Or the opposite, maybe I've done a lot of weightlifting and not a lot of cardio that week and worrying that, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start gaining weight because I haven't done enough cardio. So I had to let all that go, because scientifically and professionally, I know the truth behind all of that, but that doesn't mean that I'm not a human that still has struggle with that sometimes, and I do. But I really had to let that all go and just be thankful to move my body in whatever way works best for that day and be glad about it. And that has really helped me too. So the moral of the story is I have maintained my fitness as a priority while homeschooling my 4 kids, but I have had to make some accommodations and I have had to relax a little bit, but I've not lost my fitness levels. So clearly whatever I'm doing is working well. And everybody is somehow feeling happy and everything is getting done and people are where they need to go. And so I'm getting through it. But I wanted to share this with any of you guys because I think sometimes our ideals keep us from making any progress. Like, I like to go to the gym 5 days, and if I can't go those 5 days, then I'm just not even going to pursue getting in shape. And that idea is going to prevent you from making any kind of progress. And in the same token, you could also lose progress if you only say, I like to work out at 9:30, and 9:30 just doesn't work for your life, but you want to work out at that time. It's just not going to happen. So it's better to make it happen in whatever time and in whatever way you can versus having these ideals and shooting for them and then never being able to do it. So let me know if this video resonated with any of you guys. It was really just me sharing what I've realized and what I've gone through. And I just felt like I wanted to share it with you guys. So let me know if you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up. And if you've got any questions, you guys know I love to talk with you down in the comments below. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.